Hi guys, this video is going to talk about theme in literature. Previously we talked about central idea, and there are a lot of similarities between theme and central idea. Both central idea and theme deal with the bigger message of the text, so ask yourself, what's the message? There are some important differences to note as well though. Theme applies to literature or fiction, whereas central idea is usually associated with nonfiction. There are many themes in one work of literature, and different people reading the same text could get different themes. This is not true for central idea, as there's usually only one correct central idea. But with theme, as long as you can support it with text evidence, then different people can have different themes. So let's look a little bit at the definition. Theme is the universal message about life that the story conveys. So what's that mean? Well, the message is the deeper meaning. And universal means that it can apply to anyone and everyone. And when they're talking about a message about life, they're usually talking about what you should learn from the story, and for this reason a lot of times people simplify it and call theme the moral of the story. But you want to be careful, because not all themes are always worded as a lesson about what you should or shouldn't do. Sometimes they're just a message or a statement about life in general. So if you look at this iceberg over here, you have what happens in the story, which is the plot, the events of the story. It's just the tip of the iceberg. But really, you read between the lines and you make inferences and you figure out what the deeper meaning is, and that's where the theme is. So here are some common mistakes to avoid when writing a theme statement. You should never ever include character names or specific places from the story in a theme statement, because it's supposed to be universal. And for that reason, you don't want to make it too specific, because it's supposed to be able to apply to everybody. So character names in specific places or making your theme too specific would be some things you want to avoid. So now, don't confuse topic and theme. Topic is more like a subject. It's not the same thing as theme. Topics are usually one or two words, whereas a theme is a complete statement. However, there are theme topics that usually go along with your theme statement. But the important part, and what we'll deal with in this class, is theme statements, not theme topics. So you need to go a little bit further and say, what is the story telling us about that topic? And that's your theme. What's the author trying to say? So some common theme topics include respect, perseverance, honesty, kindness, acceptance, courage, responsibility, compassion, friendship, good versus evil, coming of age, safety versus freedom, fear of failure, dangers of pride. But in order to have a theme statement, you would have to say, what about those topics? So what about respect, kindness, responsibility, or good versus evil is the text trying to tell us? Because remember that the theme is the message. See, and it's even right there in the phrase. Theme is in the message. And you can't have a complete message if you don't tell me what the text says about your topic. So let's turn a theme topic into a theme statement. We'll take the topic of compassion, and we'll say that the book that we read revealed that we should choose compassion over violence. So here's a handy little formula for making a theme statement, and it's called TATER, which is actually an acronym or a mnemonic device, which means a device that helps you remember. TATER stands for title plus author plus topic plus what the story reveals about the topic equals a theme statement. So title, author, topic, and reveals. That's what TATER is, and those are the things that you need in a good theme statement. So let's take this topic and what it revealed and put it in an actual theme statement. I'm going to use the book The Outsiders, which you may have read, and if you haven't, I recommend it. It's a good book. But here's an example. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton is about compassion, and it reveals that we should choose compassion over violence. Title, author, topic, what does it reveal about the topic? Now, sometimes it's really easy to find the theme because it's stated in the text, or it's explicit, meaning that it's right there in the text. But more times than not, it's implied, and implied means that it's not right there in the text, as far as the author doesn't come out and tell you what they're trying to convey. So you have to be a detective, and you have to make some inferences. And the way that you can do that is by asking some of these questions. What does the character learn? How does the character change? How does the character overcome a problem? Is there something that's repeated throughout the story? Now, with these questions up here, sometimes the character doesn't learn anything, or they don't change, or they don't overcome a problem, and that can teach us something as well. And then sometimes it is right there stated in the text, so you could look close to the end and maybe you'll find it, but more likely than not, you're going to have to go through and ask yourself these questions. And then, what does that tell you about life? Alright, so let's review what we covered in this video. First, theme is very similar to central idea in that they both deal with the message of the text. There can be multiple themes in the same text. Theme can be either stated, which is explicit, or implied, which is implicit. Theme is the universal message about life that the story conveys. Theme should not be too specific or contain character names or places. Theme topics are one or two words, but theme statements explain what the text reveals about the topic. We use the Tater formula for writing theme statements. And there are several questions you can ask yourself to help you find the theme. So in class, we have two handy little things that'll help you, little tools that can help you out. We have the theme anchor chart, which is a piece of paper that basically sums up everything I just said in this video in a nice little format. And then we have the theme graphic organizer, and this is what you'll use when you're actually writing your theme statements in class. You'll notice there is a place for text evidence, which we'll go into a little bit later, but basically if you've picked a good theme, you're going to be able to pick stuff from the text, from the beginning, the middle, and the end, that all shows your theme. If you can't find your theme throughout the entire text, then you probably haven't picked a good theme. That's all that we're going to talk about for now, so see you next time.